If I can find you on my explore page and you're like on multiple women's photos, problem, because it's like, what are you doing with your time?
Yeah.
Are we not working towards nothing? Not just in a relationship, but are you working at all?
Right.
What's the vision?
dead.
Because if I find you in every girl's likes, it's like, you got too much time. And if you got too much time, we need to do more.
And you just look really thirsty.
You just hella thirsty. You got a girl at home, bro?
What's up, guys? I'm Jasmine Balais.
I'm Kassandra Lee.
I'm Efrangeliz.
And you're watching Look at Us. So we're all on social media. We've been on social media for a while. What do you guys think are the negatives and positives of being on social media?
That's pretty good.
It's a lot of them.
What have they been for you, maybe personally?
So the positives, I would say, is like having a network, getting to see firsthand, like while you're achieving your dreams, if you have any other dreams, outside of them, it's like how many people actually support you and are there for you. Because, sometimes like while you're navigating this world, it can feel like you're alone. And I feel like social media helps you see like there's people out there who are like really rooting for you and like looking for you, That's one, I would say. I'll just name one. And then a negative, I feel like there's also this pressure now to perform. Mm-hmm. And in that pressure to perform, I feel like there's like this disease that builds up at that time, which is, I call it a disease because it's a disease of perfectionism. Mm. And then when you personally don't feel like you meet that level, then you don't want to post, or you don't want to share yourself, or you don't create because you want to be perfect, And I think that's what I found to be like my negatives on social media.
Yeah, I feel that. Mm-hmm. I feel so some of the positives, I love the impact that I get to have on people. I feel like that warms my heart. I see that I can get inspired. It really all depends on my mental, when you think about it. Like, because I could also get insecure. I could also get discouraged. But most of the time I get inspired. I like that we can connect with anyone in the world. Like, we're connecting with you right now. You know what I mean? Like, we can connect with anyone in the world. You can build a network. I've met so many great people through social media where it actually started on social media and then we ended up working together or something like that.
Right.
I think some of the and you can make money off of it. That's a positive.
That's the major key.
Yeah, major. Some of the negatives I would say are like, the insecurities, the expectation to perform, to stay relevant, to keep the engagement up. Like, it'd be exhausting.
Yeah.
It'd be exhausting. Among many. There's just so many.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree with all that. I love the connection. I love the community of social media. How you are connected to people and you can meet new people when traveling. Like, it's so convenient. Hey, what's your Insta? It's a new form of keeping in touch with people.
Word.
Where you don't have to give out your phone number. And, it doesn't have to be that personal. But, like, and even just, being able to use it as a way to, like, people... Like, I love when someone will leave me a comment or a message saying, this video made my day. And like, those be the comments that keep me going. I'm like,
yeah,
to bring a laugh to somebody's face and things like that. So I love it for all that, for being a creative outlet for us. And yeah, even a source of income, and then the negatives is, trying not to compare to other people living this perfect life, although they're probably not. A lot of people act really happy on social media and then they be really sad behind the camera. And sometimes, social media will just can add to that sadness or insecurity for people because whatever reason. So yeah, you just gotta, I think it's just a matter of balancing like your social media intake and your social media, how long you're on there, and get in, get out. Don't be scrolling too long.
Right.
For real.
Yeah.
Do you ever get anxiety from social media?
Yeah, I have. I think that's where I'm at. Or I've been at the last 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
You've been struggling with anxiety?
Just
from
things,
social
yeah,
media?
like over, yeah, questioning like my post, perfectionism. But yeah, it's like the anxiety of,
Is it gonna do good?
is it gonna do good? Yeah, like, and not, I don't really care what people think, but like, it's more anxiety for me. I don't know why. Like, oh, like the scrutiny behind it, you know what I'm saying? Or comparing myself so I won't post, you know what I'm saying? What doesn't, you know, it's not up to par. It's me being overly critical on myself and just overly, so I just question a picture, you know, and if I don't have the caption, then I'm anxious and stuff like that. And that's what it's been for like the last 2 years. Before I used to be more a consistent poster. And then at some point it just like, I tried to meet other people's expectations, or maybe an unrealistic expectation that I created for myself, because no one is telling me that I need to do this. I created that for myself.
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
So yeah, I feel like I have. Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
Jazzy,
I
you?
feel like I've experienced it a lot more before, like especially when I was going through like a tougher time, and when I'd get on social media and, you know, tempted to look at like an ex's page and things like that would really bring me down even more. Just the fact that I had to like go lurk at all, like there was a time I had to take a break from social media just to keep myself from looking at things that were disturbing my peace. And today I don't battle with these anxieties so much as I used to. I feel like I've gotten a lot better at not taking it so seriously, at not being so like hard on myself if I can't be consistent, if I don't have like, you know, if I'm not in the right mental space. I give myself, how do you say?
Grace?
I give myself grace to just step away from it for a while. And anytime I need to take a break from it, I do it without worrying about, oh, but if I'm not active, the algorithm, my impressions go down, and trying to keep up with the pace of everything. I'm just like, you know what? It's there. It's going to be there, you know, unless it disappears tomorrow. But like, I try not to look at it as like my value or anything like that.
I think I'm going through social anxiety right now with social media. I have like how do I explain it? Like, it might be a creative block, but I also feel like I don't know. I'm struggling with the perception I want people to have of me. Not that I care so much. It's just like, what message, what brand, what direction am I going in? And so then I'm kind of feeling paralyzed. I know that I wanted to be acting in music, and that's all I post. But in the interim of a project being launched, what am I posting?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I go, okay, so then do I just continue posting the same content of the same songs, or like, you know, throwback of other projects that I've done? Do I push them back? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I've evolved so much on social media that I sometimes am unsure of like, do I go back to what I was doing or stay in the direction I'm headed in? And like, I feel low key just a little stuck. If I ain't got nothing new going on, I'm like, well, then what do I do now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. I want to break out of it, because if you think about it, when we had no followers, we didn't give a fuck. Right. You know what I mean? We were just posting whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Posting whatever and seeing what would catch fire. And then now that we got these eyes on us, it starts to feel like, okay, I have these eyes. What do I want you guys to see from me now? You know,
More
or like,
pressure.
Yeah, it just becomes more of a real business in a way, and like, you're in charge of this whole thing.
Yeah.
But I want to let go of it, because what got me here was not caring.
Yeah,
you know, what got me here was just like posting whatever. So I want to get back to that.
Yeah, I want to get back to just having fun on social media. I mean,
Exactly.
I feel like I have been lately, like since I came back to it, because for a while I was not posting even, and you know, I was having social anxiety and overthinking this and that. And I feel like lately, when I've been doing the videos and the skits or whatever I post, I just try to have fun doing it. And like, you know what? This is a creative outlet. This is me like just basically feeding my inner child right now. It's fun. It's like a learning curve every time too, because every little small skit keeps teaching me, for one, improvising comedy, two, angles and shots, directing. Like it all ties into the bigger picture. Yeah. So
I'm grateful for social media for that.
No,
reason.
100%. Yeah,
sure,
100%.
It was like a boot camp.
Do you guys feel like it was like, well, not feel like, but was it ever part of your plan, like when you guys moved out here, like to do social media?
I don't think so. And no, I mean, one, it was never part of the plan from a kid because it didn't exist. But it existed by the time I moved over here, and I started to see the potential of it, and I was curious about like, could I make something of it? But it was never the dream, never the vision. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It was like, I always said if social media existed when I was a kid, because we was creating some crazy, some fun stuff that I wondered what would have happened then.
Yeah.
But no, like I came here specifically for acting, you know, drama and action. Like that's really what I came here for. It has evolved so much since I've been here, and I found myself seeing the impact of social media and what it does in the lane that I'm seeking to develop, and found myself around it, and it just caught fire. But it was never like, I'm gonna go and start social media and make something and then become an actor. No.
Yeah.
This just happened to be the path.
Yeah.
I was kind of avoiding it, to be honest.
Really?
I was more so like, I'm gonna audition and book something, and then boom, 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 I'm big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I made it. You know what I mean? But it wasn't working out that way.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I guess I gotta figure out how to take matters into my own hands.
Yeah.
And social media was the outlet to do so.
yeah, I was avoiding it for the longest time too.
Yeah.
I was like, my friends back in Houston, I was in Houston, and they were like, you should get on, you should do Vine, da da da. And I didn't know, was like, what is that? You know,
Right.
I was in film school. Like, while Viners were out there, you know, racking millions of views and probably making money, and I was in film school, like, I'm gonna, you know, make films, and I don't want, you know, I'm not gonna do social media.
Right.
Like, I was above it.
Right.
And then, like, as it started growing with Instagram and everything, I was like, you can't beat them, then join them, you know? Like, literally, like, it's an outlet. It's a creative space to do what we want to do on a platform. And then eventually I decided I'm going to move to LA, and I came out here, and I met I made friends here through social media, through the comedy skit world. Right. That's where I made all of my new friends. And then I met you guys. Crazy. And so literally the whole community of friends I have here in LA is because of social media. It's because of skits, 100%. IG, YouTube, all of it.
Right.
That's so funny. Nuggets over here scratching.
Hey, Thumper.
Right.
For me, I don't think it was ever part of my plan, but I do remember coming out here and starting to be like, I'm going to shoot with them. I'm going to be shooting with them. I'm going to be shooting with them, and I'm going to be shooting with them. And then I was shooting with every single person.
Wow, that's crazy. So you kind of did have it set to
Well, when I came here, I was like, I'm going to get, because I saw, like, I was on social media, and I saw this was the wave. And I was like, okay, I'm living in Pasadena at the time. And then I was like, I'm going to work in North Hollywood, and I'm going to get in with this community.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm going to get in with them. And then little by little, it ended up manifesting in that way, where I got in with the people that I was saying that I was going to get into.
Interesting.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
I was completely aloof.
Yeah.
I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
Who was what, where was what. I mean, I saw people, but like I actually tried to, once I figured I needed to start doing social media, I actually created my own little crew at the beginning. But it was too hard. Like, I felt like nobody was as hungry as I was, and a lot of the pressure to lead this thing was on me. But then I stopped, and then met like Big Jaw, and then he put me in something, and then that was it. Everybody started meeting me, and then that's how I started to learn who everyone was by in real time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's the same way that it was for me.
Yeah.
So it was like I had my own little crew. Like, you know Jimmy V? You know Jimmy?
Yeah.
So me and him, we had our own little crew. We would create skits.
Oh, that's so funny.
And then someone pulled me from there, and then Cornell found me and grabbed me from there. Snatched me up!
That's so funny.
Pulled me up out the mud, you know? And yeah, that's how so we would create little skits too, and it was just funny growing, because obviously they didn't have a following as well, so we were all just trying to build.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we were all
I feel like most of the people had followings already when I got in. Most of them, like, had something. You know what I mean? I had absolutely nothing.
Right. Well, because you started at 2019.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's why.
2019. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like I didn't know who was what. The way I met Cornell was funny because somebody when I started doing it and started getting traction, somebody had said like, you should work with Cornell. I was like, who is that? Like that's how much I didn't know. I just didn't know anyone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's interesting. Yeah,
because I didn't know anyone till I came here. Right. In the sense of like, even though you were seeing skits back home in the East Coast, I don't think I was as aware of the skits as I was when I came and actually moved here. Yeah. Then it's like the skits became more like
a thing.
Or they were like building up. They were
kept
starting.
growing and growing.
Yeah, because I started to see people. I was working in North Hollywood, and then I would see the people who were just starting off. And I saw them literally, I'm watching them take off.
Yeah. What a time.
I'm like, holy shit, if I would have just said hi to you sooner, I could have been like.
That was a fun that was a fun time building the skits and stuff.
It was, right? Yeah, it was. It was a good time.
I remember seeing Efran in skits with like Ja and them. And so that's how I was familiar with her when I had met her at Starbucks. And I was like, oh, she be in so-and-so skits. Yeah. And so I was like, let me go introduce her, make a girlfriend, because I got all these guy friends. And so that was like funny when I saw you, because I was always thinking like, oh, I wanna collaborate with her eventually. Mm-hmm. And then I had met you through King V.
Yeah, man,
King V.
That's crazy. That's how I knew once that I was already in the community by that point. That's how I met Jenny too. Like I remember going to like an event at this like taco thing. And I was familiar. I was like, oh, I seen her in something. I was like, let me go befriend her, and that's how I met Jenny. Was that way. So once I started getting in, then you start being aware. You start going to the little events, the little like, you know, whatever, and you start seeing people, and then you start seeing them pop up, and you're like, oh, this is so and so.
Right.
And then that network just continues to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. And now it's so huge. I feel like I came here knowing nobody.
Right.
And like social media has been the foundation to my entire network of people
100%. 100%.
It's insane. It's insane. I think about, you know, if I were to leave or something, and I'm like, there's no way. Mm-hmm. I have so much resource and people here that I can't.
If you were to leave?
If I were to leave, yeah.
Leave social media?
No, like if I were to leave like LA and go somewhere else to like rebuild an entire network is crazy. Like, the amount of people I know here and the amount of resource that I have through the people that I know is insane. Like I'm just and I haven't completed the mission to like
right.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Feel that.
Yeah. Social media is interesting.
Yeah.
Here we are. Look at us on social media.
Facts. How open and personal would you guys say you guys are on there, or private?
Sure, I used to be completely open.
Facts. You was open.
We know.
All right, relax. No.
She was open. She was a book.
I was, and I don't regret it. You know, I ran into a fan in Bali, and they said to me, like, after having a conversation, they're like, I hope you don't regret anything.
Really?
Yeah, it was so sweet. Like, it could make me cry. It was so sweet. She was just like, I really hope you don't regret a single thing that you put out there.
Was she poly?
No, she wasn't poly.
Oh.
But she followed me before all of it, when it was just he and I.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that meant a lot to me because I don't regret it. Does it make me go, God damn? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. It makes me do that for sure. But I don't regret it. That's who I was at that time. That was the season I was in. It's made me who I am today. It's still a part of me. And I know the impact that it had on so many people. The amount of love and messages that I had received for being that transparent was incredible. I will say I don't plan on being that transparent moving forward, just because for my mental and, you know, who knows how big I'll get. It's just what comes with the territory. It's not even something that I seek. It's just what happens.
Yeah.
But I got a glimpse of how important it is to have something to keep for yourself. Like, you just need a personal life. You need a personal life. And I think I let everyone in too deep. So
yeah,
I don't plan on it, but sometimes I just can't help it.
Yeah.
It's like a habit to just overshare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like I feel like someone might need to hear this, so I'm going to say it.
Right.
You know? But
it's like part of the human experience almost to kind of, it's something like I battle with it too, where I like, sometimes I want to overshare just because there might be someone out there that whatever message it is I want to write, like sometimes I want to write a long ass caption and it might resonate with somebody, you know?
For sure.
And I'm like, I do comedy skits. I don't want to go too deep and be all serious now and, you know, talk about dark shit or, you know, but at the same time, it's real life things that other people might just relate to and appreciate. So the few times I have written a little personal things or like people will comment and say, you know, I appreciate you for sharing or being vulnerable and things like that.
Right.
And so like, people do appreciate that. And, you know, if it's not for somebody, they might unfollow, whatever.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the people that stay following and supporting are your people.
Exactly.
So, like, fuck everybody else.
Right. Mm-hmm. I also think there's, like, a power in like, being that open. Like, I kind of admire that season because it was, like, I wasn't ashamed of anything. Like, I'm not, like, this is who I am, and I want everyone to see like all of it. Like, I don't hide nothing. Like, it's out. Like, I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, this is all of me. Make your judgments, make whatever, but I'm going to be authentically me, and I love myself, and all that matters. I kind of admire that. I don't necessarily think I need to express myself in that way to show that I love myself or have that, you know, empowerment. I think I may do that in a different way moving forward, but I do feel like I lost that a little bit. You know, I feel like there's a sense of fear a little, and I want it back.
Maybe you're just in a season right now where you are having time to yourself, and you're gonna come back to that where you can be like,
share from a new place.
Yeah.
A newfound place.
You're in like your cocoon stage right now.
Yeah.
And then you can come back a butterfly and be like,
I hope
I mean, I don't feel like you'll ever share like that again. I just don't.
Yeah.
That's just like, because it was a relationship that you were sharing, you know, and like you really wanted the world. Because y'all were something that is like, what do they call it? An anomaly. Where it's like, you don't see that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know if like, I don't know, you know, we want to bring God into this, but
for it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to share with the world, to be like, this is normal. Like, people probably were scared to be like, okay, I have this going on. I'm so ashamed of this. Oh, wow, there's people out here like me who have this going on, and you guys were like the first to really be out there the way you guys were. And I feel like that was a part of your journey. But I feel like now, where you're headed, I don't feel like you'll ever share in that same way. You'll share, but never in that same way. I don't believe you will.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
It was a good time though.
It was.
It was. It was fun to experience, to witness it.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It was different.
Give me a mirror.
Yeah, I think it was important to share that because I didn't know what we were doing, but I definitely want to change the way that I share.
Yeah.
Sharing from a new place. I like the way that you said that.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you were to be in a relationship, would you soft launch on social media, launch at all, or hard launch? Like, what's your thoughts on that? Like, your next relationship going in, how are you will you show it to the world?
For me personally, I've never been a social media shower.
Yeah.
No, because I've always, like I said, they're afraid of commitment. Now I show you. Now everything's out in the air if I show you out. Yeah. But moving forward, I do want to be a person who is more willing to share their partner, and not share where it's like every post is like that, but like just willing to like show the world like I have this person that I love, and here they are. You know, here's a piece of my world with this person, but not like become like the social media couple that's out here. You know, like never that. No. And it takes a while for me to do that. It takes a while. It would take trust, safety, and commitment. Like I know, like we're doing this. Like, like we're choosing each other, and breaking up is not an option.
So once you're in that committed phase is when you would launch a relationship on social media.
100%. I would launch it like not like, hey, I'm in a relationship, but it's like if I want to post me and my partner on a trip, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
because I've never done that ever.
You and had a TikTok.
We had a TikTok, but we weren't consistent. But I mean, we did get it to 100,000, but it was mainly me. So it was mainly me, but it was never TikTok. TikTok and my Instagram are two different lives. I feel like just like my YouTube and Instagram are two different lives. Way.
Yeah,
you know,
it does feel like that.
But never like just like genuinely sharing like the love, like making comedy videos. I could have done that with any of these people and acted like we were in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We make cute little fun stuff that you see on there versus like sharing like this is the love of my life. That's what I mean. Like this is the love of my life.
Yeah.
Here we are in Aruba, you know, or wherever. I've never done that. No.
Interesting. Yeah. Itu, how about you, Jazzy?
I don't want to be a social media couple. I'd like to be private. Although, you know, when it gets to a serious space in the relationship where, oh, this is it. I think this might be my person. Like this could be my person. Then I will do a soft launch maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe put a hand in there. Who's that, you know?
Right.
A little tattoo.
Yeah.
A little ponytail.
Wow, we've been seeing the same hand in these last few posts. Who's the
mystery man?
A little shoulder.
I'm dead.
How about you?
Dead. I will not be a social media couple ever again. Again, great times, but no. I want that to be private this time.
Yeah.
You know, and not that I won't share about some of the things that I go through in my relationship or what I've learned. I might, just in a different way, like you said. So the next relationship that I have, I low-key just want to keep it completely private.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll post it. I think I would have to be like 100% in the relationship. Like we're a family.
We had 5 kids.
I would say married. You know what I mean? Or even or that, whatever. Like we locked in.
Yeah.
For me to even announce, and even then, I don't know. I think I almost want to keep it completely off social media. And you know, and then like, but that person's involved in the backside of it. So for example, like the events that we have to go to, or, you know, the networking or whatever, whatever event there is, bring that person to that. So only like my friends, the behind the scenes people know this is my man.
Right.
Or my girl. I don't know if I'll be with a woman ever again, but I don't know. But yeah, I don't think I think I really want the public to know unless it's like,
yeah, unless it's for sure.
Yeah.
So how do you guys think that social media plays a part in your relationships? Like, how do you feel about, like, example, your partner liking thirst traps?
No, sir.
Does that affect you? That's a non-negotiable?
That's a non-negotiable. Well, not as a non-negotiable, but like, sir, if I go to this girl's page and your name is on every single picture, you're scrolling and it's like, you know, Charles Jr. 311 on every single picture, problem. If I can find you on my Explore page and you're like on multiple women's photos, problem. Because it's like, what are you doing with your time?
Yeah.
Are we not working towards nothing? Not just in a relationship, but are you working at all?
Right.
What's the vision? Because if I find you in every girl's likes, it's like, you got too much time, and if you got too much time, we need to do more.
And you just look really thirsty.
You just hella thirsty. You got a girl at home, bro.
Ridiculous.
It's one thing to look. I'll look.
Yeah.
hello, yeah, you bad. Why you gotta like show like go the extra mile for the interest?
Yeah.
Here and there, like whatever, cool. But if I'm like spotting you all the time, my friends spotting you all the time,
Yeah.
like it's a
OD.
problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem. I've had problems with that.
Do you feel like it's disrespectful if your partner's like double tapping on thirst traps?
At first I wouldn't care about something like that, but like I said, if it's like a consistent problem, because it's one thing to acknowledge that a woman is beautiful. There's so many of us that are beautiful, but if it's a consistent thing where you're like constantly like in naked pictures or pictures in bathing suits and stuff like that, it's just again like yes, disrespectful. What are you doing?
Right.
Where's your intention?
Yeah, I agree. If it's OD like that, yeah, there's a problem. You know, I don't mind an occasional like, but even then, why go the extra mile, right? Like
You saw it already.
You saw it, appreciate it, make the mental note, show it to me even.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just we could appreciate it together. You know what I mean? But I do respect when a man is completely loyal to me and just like, no, like you're gonna admire it regardless. We're human.
Right.
You're gonna see beauty all the time. You can't turn it off. I can't turn it off.
Yeah.
You get me? But why go the extra mile if I have a situation I'm already committing to put my energy towards? Why nurture something when you need to be nurturing what's here right now?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, what do you like? What is your intention with that?
For sure.
You could just do so much more with your time rather than scroll and double tap on these traps. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
You know, I've had a slight issue with that in previous relationships. Slights. Not too crazy. But like social media has played negative in other ways that way in like relationships. Just on some like people just saying too much. But that's because we were so open on the internet.
That's
you
the
know,
thing,
they'd be like saying too much and it caused issues in the dynamic at home. You know, that's why I want to keep it so personal now. Like I just want to have it for myself. So I feel like social media is like my work, my way of connecting with the fans, but I consider it work, you know.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Very little bit is it going to be personal, and then I want to go home to my life.
Yeah.
I don't want that to coexist, and it used to coexist.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I want to be able to close the door, close the phone, whatever. And now I have my life. Now it's just me and my family, you know.
right.
Yeah.
I feel that. Yeah, I feel like the only thing my man should be double tapping is my ass.
Yes.
You ain't gotta tap
Period.
nothing else.
Period. Like these guys are just so.
Doing the most.
Yeah.
Have you ever had like a partner try to control what you post or how you dress on social media?
No.
I did have a partner get insecure because of the people I was shooting with and certain videos that I was shooting with at the time when I like first got into it, because it was like he wasn't part of the industry. Not my ex and ex.
No. Yeah.
He wasn't part of the industry, so he didn't understand like chemistry and all that stuff. So to him, chemistry was like, you got chemistry with this person? Like you must like y'all got something going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, he didn't get that.
That's so interesting, right?
So I seen him getting jealous. So I saw me, because I saw him getting jealous, I personally decided to start pulling away. And then I was like, oh, nah, I gotta leave the relationship because, bro, you know you gotta get with it or you gotta get lost in. But not like, no one ever tried to be like, no, you can't wear this or you can't do this. Never, no.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think that's a non-negotiable for me when it comes to my career. Like, you cannot control that. Nothing. I'm loyal when I'm loyal. Like when I'm in it, that's what you get in me, and that's it. You know what I mean? And I'm very proud that I've kept that very strongly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've never been that way. And like even that, it's so funny though, like to the outside it does kind of look that way, right? Like there's so many videos I've done that look intimate with the character, or you know, sex scenes or all these things, and I don't think about that person ever in my normal life. You know what I mean? Like I can act the chemistry so real, so raw, so authentic, and then the moment it's cut or the project is completely over,
it's done, right?
I don't even think about the person. You know what I mean? Like, like it, to me, it makes so much sense. Like, so to feel threatened by it is just because you don't understand. You can't.
I feel like that might just be an insecurity in that person.
Yeah.
Because that's probably how they would navigate with it, right? So they might just be projecting, maybe.
For sure.
Because men handle that differently than us too. Like they're shooting with a bunch of women. They're definitely having these thoughts, and they're definitely having these ideas, and they're definitely wanting to do these things.
Yeah.
And they're definitely doing it.
Majority of them,
Majority of them, you know, you hear about it all the time. But like, I feel like, I mean, granted, there's a lot of women out here who are doing it too, but for the most part, I feel like more women than the men have self-control in that aspect, where it's just like, this is work.
Self-control is an interesting, like,
that's a whole other topic.
Yeah, like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Talk about self-control. I remember.
Man, I love me a man with some self-control.
Right? I think it's so sexy.
Bro, that is so attractive. I've only seen it from far away. I've never had.
Where they at? Where they at, though?
Yeah,
Where they at, though?
Can we find a man for yourself that has self-control?
Yeah, that shit's so attractive. Man.
I had a partner that got upset when I posted a video pole dancing. And it's not like I'm in a thong or anything. I'm literally just like doing pole fitness in shorts.
Here she goes.
In shorts. It's pole fitness, guys. I wasn't stripping. Okay, this is on Instagram. I'm not trying to get, she said. No, I didn't do all that. It was literally just pole.
No. We love it.
The videos are cute. Yeah, the videos are cute. I thought they were tasteful.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I took one down just because it pissed him off so much. I didn't want to fight. I was like, okay, fine, whatever.
It's just insecurity, man. It's insecurity. I'm grateful that my previous relationships, we ran into a few bumps a few times, and, you just have the conversation. But the majority of the time, it's been encouraging for me. Like, yeah, post that. Like,
yes,
post that because you are beautiful and because you are. And I'd always be like, even if I was insecure about it, like, do you think? And it's like, yeah. Most of the time it was encouraging, very rare. But I had a few bumps, but
Same.
very rare.
It was very much that.
Yeah.
Like, post that. You should post that.
Post that.
You're taking the picture that.
Yeah, like do it. And I love
Yeah.
that. And I hope to find that, and then some. You know what I mean? Like I would love.
I love a cheerleader. I love a cheerleading partner.
Yeah.
Like an insecure person is the one who's going to get offended by it.
Right.
Someone who's secure is actually going to be like, yeah, and that's my girl.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
I want you to be proud of that shit,
Yeah, own that shit, baby.
It's all you, boo.
How has social media benefited you guys?
It's brought me some pretty good opportunities, I would say. Like, it has brought me work opportunities. Somebody had looked at my videos. I don't know if it was on Facebook or Instagram, but they found my videos. Shout out to Ben de Jesus.
Hey, we love you, Ben.
And my boy, Gene.
Hey.
Love you, Gene.
And they were like, hey, make some content for us. That was like the first thing. And then there was another thing. And I was able to direct my very first, I helped co-produce and co-direct a commercial, a Fanta commercial.
So dope.
Which
came out fire.
Oh, I was in there.
Yes.
I forgot.
Yeah, you were. And I got to cast it too.
Yeah.
Like, and I've always wanted to even cast something and help direct and produce. Like, I want to direct more. So that was my first like directing gig, and it was a freaking great experience, and I loved it. And it's also just brought me closer to people. It brought me my closest friends.
Oh my gosh.
So
I love you.
I'm grateful for it.
Me too. Me too. How's it benefited you?
But social media has benefited me a lot because I've gotten a lot of opportunities from it. I've gotten roles from it. I've gotten people just sending me movie scripts because they see me. You're the girl I want for this. You're the girl, read this. I've gotten a lot of that. So like that just gives me momentum. Like, okay, I'm gonna make it. Something's gonna come out of this. And I've made the most money I ever had in my life through social media. Social media has, it's been a blessing financially wise. More so way back when than it is now. But yeah, I think those have been like how it's benefited me.
Yeah.
And also my community of people.
Yeah.
Like I love everyone who's close to me right now. Like my tribe is like, it's real tight knit, but like everyone who's in it, like we in this bitch.
Yeah. I ditto everything y'all said. Like,
yeah.
So many opportunities have come from it. I'm so grateful for social media. Obviously the challenges, but I'm so grateful for it. Do you see? Good.
No, you go.
I would say, do you see yourself doing it forever?
No.
Mm-mm. No?
Nope. No. I have no interest. Absolutely none.
So when would you stop?
I feel like when I start getting or working consistently in my field, it'll be very limited what I post, or like just me having to feel like I need to get on there. You know what I'm saying? There's so many streaming services that I feel like that's what I'll be focused on.
I feel
you know, like getting my stuff out there.
That way, yeah.
You know, yeah, that's just.
Same.
I feel you.
That's the goal. I feel like that is the goal, to
Right.
stop social media. Let an assistant help me promote whatever I'm doing, whether it's film, shows. But social media is not the end goal. That's just the like, okay, I'm going to use this platform later to promote whatever else I am doing. But I don't even want to touch it at that point.
I feel you.
Because when I find myself scrolling too long, I'm just like, I can't wait to have somebody just take over this for me.
Right. Honestly. Yo, honestly, I feel the same way, like both of y'all, for real. Like, it is interesting because when I had a job, it was like, okay, I can't wait till social media can replace this job. And then it did. And then now that I'm doing social media, I'm like, okay, I can't wait till my career, my dream, like acting and music can completely replace social media.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not that I will stop it. I would definitely just have someone running it for me because I know how powerful it is. And I want to stay connected with my community. And I will do my best to stay connected with my community for as long as I can. But I will limit the amount of forward effort that I put into it for my mental and my sake. But y'all still gonna see me doing my movies, doing my music, it'll be a different form of connection.
Exactly.
Do you guys deal with imposter syndrome a lot? Or how often, maybe?
A lot.
Yeah, I feel like I've dealt with it a lot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For sure. There's moments where I'm like, am I really funny? Am I really a music artist? Right. Am I really an actor?
That's all you hear all day.
Am I this?
Oh, you're the funniest person ever. Oh my God, you're the most beautifulest person ever.
Yeah. I'm like,
oh my God, all the work you're doing, you're so amazing. You know, you're.
I'm like, really?
And I'm just like, oh.
That's honestly what keeps me going.
You think I'm working? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
That's what keeps me going, though. I'm not.
It's literally people.
When they keep showing up, singing my songs, or meeting me in person, you so funny, or with any of the compliment, everything. Y'all coming up to me, asking for a photo, saying what's up, autograph, whatever. All of it is the reason why I keep going. Because then I'm like, okay, well, if it touched you, then it could touch so many more. Okay, it's working. It's impacting people. That's really all I care about, is for it to impact people. So then keep going. Shit.
Yeah.
I love what I do. Yeah. I absolutely love what I do, and I want to do it in the biggest scale possible.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy that it touches people's lives, but also I just genuinely fucking love it. No one could watch it. If I was on an island by myself, the whole world went to shit, I would do this for me.
She'd be TikToking on the island by
herself. Not TikToking. I'd be making movies. I'd be
let me see you do it.
I don't even know that one.
I just seen Courtney. She had me do it like 100 times. I'm like, girl,
dead. But yeah, so.
Okay, do you guys feel like, well, I guess, I don't know, you guys don't have no kids, but have you guys seen an impact on social media, like on adults and kids?
On adults, for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I've seen it impact me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I ever struggled with confidence and self-esteem. I mean, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit as a kid. Very little, though. But I've always been a really confident person. And as I got bigger in social media, I started to get really insecure and question a lot about myself and how I wanted to present myself. Just a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
So I know it's definitely affected me.
Yeah.
But I also think that has to do with my mental, like on that episode we talked about the mental and physical health.
Yeah.
And like the routine to stay mentally healthy. Mm-hmm. I wasn't doing that routine strong enough, at least. And the human experience got the best of me. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I feel like it affects all people. It has to. If it affects us as adults, I'm sure it affects kids. It can affect kids even more because kids are so sensitive. Like, I almost feel bad sometimes for the kids growing up in this era with the whole TikTok and social media thing. Like I've seen kids go through it online, crying on their YouTube channels and stuff.
Wow.
Like, there's a lot of pressure. Like, I feel bad for these kids, and they're consumed by it even more than we are, I feel like. So, like, that's got to be tough. Like, I don't know. I feel like if I had a child, I would definitely want to limit their social media intake because it can't be healthy.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard, like, people who work at Google and, like, those companies that deal with, like, Google and TikTok and these people, these elite people, don't let their children have social media at all.
Yep, I've heard that
because
too.
they know.
Because they know, yeah. And they're the ones who created it.
Right.
Yeah, like...
I mean, you have a kid, so...
I have a kid, yeah. So I see, you know, like, I see, like, the effects of, like, social media on him. And I don't limit him because I also don't want him to be an alien to it. Even though I wish that he was an alien to it. But the thing is, my son is also very active. So I'm grateful that he loves basketball so much, so he would take himself outside to play. So he has, like, a perfect balance. But even with the balance, I feel like because social media is so predominant now, it's like they're like zombies. Like, this is like the real life zombies that they talk about in movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like kids are unplugged. They're like not from here, or they are from here. They're from here. You know what I'm saying?
I see what
Because
you
it's
did
like they
there.
just zone out, and they're eating. They want their phone. They're taking a shower. They're taking the phone to the shower. Like, you know, it's like everything involves the phone and being like just invested in whatever. Like,
They don't even like get out and get enough sunshine anymore. Like, we used to be out in the streets as kids, right? Like, playing and stuff.
Yeah.
Being present with each other, and now they're just stuck in their
They're
screens.
just literally like this.
It's going to be interesting to see how they enter adulthood, because it's the first generation that we're witnessing grow up completely with social media.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to be interesting because we don't know what that effect is. And remember when Instagram showed the likes and stuff, there was so much mental crisis around social media that they had to remove the likes.
Yeah.
So that people weren't getting affected by it. So it affects.
How have you seen it affect your son?
Like I said, fortunately for my son, like, he does play a lot of, he's in sports. So he is in sports, but I know that when he gets out of it, like I said, like, it's like the phone at the table. You know, like, it's playing the game. It's whatever it is. Like, it's just staying plugged into the thing. Okay, he'll be like, oh, I want to watch a movie. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then by the time I'm like, okay, let's watch a movie, it's like,
He's in his phone.
give me a second. Give me 15. Give me 20. I'm already asleep. Like, what you mean? It's 12 it's 1 a.m. I'm trying to go to sleep. What you mean? Like,
That's
give me,
wild.
you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of that, and having like a bunch of like cousins and siblings and a little sisters actually, who are part of like the Gen Z community and the way they talk and just you know.
Yeah, you be keeping up us to date because whoa, we getting up
my
there
little
forgetting.
sister keeps me today because she's just in this. She's really in this, and she's just so unplugged from the world. I feel like, you know, luckily she has me and my other sister to like really communicate whenever she needs to get her emotions out, but for the most part she is like tuned into the phones, you know what I'm saying? And I just see like how you can't be present, like they can't be present. It's just like, huh, you know, and it just sucks.
It's so cute. Your sisters, like, y'all really be on the phone all the time,
All the
talking,
time, every
and
day.
then like sharing everything. And it's cool that you know, the age gap. She's young, but she like really feels comfortable talking to you guys.
Yeah, 100%.
About it, which is so cute. Like, that is the cutest thing ever.
Yeah,
I love that.
I wanted that because I never had that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to be that bigger sister for my
Yeah.
sisters because I never had someone who I could look up to and talk to
Yeah.
and give me advice.
Yeah,
you know, I
same.
just had to come up with my own stuff.
Same.
No,
I would write it. I would journal it because
Exactly,
no one
I'm
could tell
saying.
me.
So do you be advising your little sister to, you know, take a break from social media or like balance out how much she's
Girl,
on?
she ain't listening to me. But luckily, she has been listening to me. She's gotten into like God and the Bible and stuff like that. So I see her like quoting scripture now, which is hilarious. So she's like, yeah, girl, my TikTok's only Bible verses now.
I love how she be talking.
She
really talk like that.
Look, if it's God, come on. You know what I'm saying? So I love that for her.
Yeah.
You know, because even if you got to know God through, because I know she's not actually like sitting here and like, you know what I'm saying? But she's at least getting that through social media.
She found her way to find her way.
She found her way to find her way, and I can't be mad at it.
Yeah. Because there's good things on social media.
Yeah,
like there's positive things that will feed your soul.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
it depends on what you're liking.
Exactly.
And looking for.
The algorithm, baby.
Keep a healthy algorithm, you know? And all the things that you like is going to keep showing up on your algorithm.
Period. That's how I be knowing. Like, sometimes when, like, you follow guys on Instagram, they hand you a thing, and I'll see.
Their Explore page.
Girl.
I'm like, Explore page says everything about
I ain't following you back, boy. Yeah, go ahead. Give me that follow because I want it.
I'm dead.
But I be paying attention to that same thing, too, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
If social media was gone tomorrow, completely erased, how much would that change your life?
Social media or the internet?
The internet. If the internet was gone,
I would be so happy.
Honestly, me too. I would enjoy it.
I would be so happy, yes.
I low-key enjoy it. I feel it almost feels like a relief.
Yeah, and it's so easy to just
y'all say that now. What you? Oh
I want to go back. I want to go back to shipping and handling. No, I'm just kidding. No, I would feel like it would be like a temporary thing. Hopefully, if it's like a forever thing, I'd be like, damn. Okay, so I gotta market my shit here. You know what I mean? And I think I still could because of the impact that I had on social media. That I feel like I could still make an impact and grow the guerrilla style way. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it would definitely be an adjustment. If it's a temporary thing, let me take this vacation.
Yeah, I would think I would really enjoy it. Like, I feel like every time I take a social media break, I love how I feel.
Yeah.
Because I take at least 2 every year. So in that time that I always take it, I be like struggling to come back. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I feel so good, but then everybody's like, but you gotta come back, you gotta post. And I'm like, you're right, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna post. And I still don't.
And even when she come back,
she'll do like one post and be like,
don't post it.
I'm back. And how many times she say I'm back?
Yes, literally, I'm back.
Okay. Gone again.
Post that one picture.
Her last 5 photos were all I'm back.
And everybody's always like, yeah, Efrang's back.
Efrang's back.
I feel so bad. Like, damn, I need to just stay so they won't always have to be like, Efrang's back. And I'm like, where did she go?
Yeah.
You know? But
it's going to be interesting to see, like, where we're headed in our careers, because I know that as things are continuing to pop, we're obviously going to go to social media to, like, post it and, like, push it. And sometimes that's what we need is, like, a little...
Yeah.
And I know that our hearts are outside of social media. They're like, really, our dream is like our careers. And sometimes we feel conflicted because we're not fully living in our dream, that we feel like, I have to do this. And that struggle makes us not want to do it.
Yeah.
And I know that it'll feel better when we're like really living in our dream.
Exactly.
We'll be able to like naturally engage on social media, posting whatever we want. Right now it feels like such an obligation.
A chore. Yeah.
A chore.
Yeah.
You know?
But it shouldn't. It should feel like fun.
Yeah. Let's make it fun again.
Yeah. Let's go back to having fun on it.
Let's have fun.
Yeah.
Let's go TikTok.
We're going to go TikTok now and have fun. Okay, y'all?
Let's go learn a new TikTok.
Let's do, I'm that bitch, yeah, see me in that place. Rolling with my crack, yeah, you know she killing.
Coming to you soon at a screen near you.
Facts.
Oh,
yeah. Cass is dropping her music video.
Yeah.
And a song coming, and a new song.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Y'all look
It's
out
gonna be
for
lit.
La Kassandrina.
La Kassandrina. It's a great episode. We'll see you on the next one. Look at us.
Thanks, guys. See you next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to join our squad. Visit lookatuspod.com.